That's a great intro.
That's a new name for the podcast. We'll work on it later.
So, hey, look, it's just us two. Am I pouring this right? Because I don't pour alcohol.
Nailed it.
Close enough.
As long as it gets from the bottle to the glass,
there you go.
You're not going astray.
Yep. So, hey, it's just us two. Look at that.
Yes, a return to form. We had all these hangers on.
I like how you look at the camera. It's like...
I mean, that's the third member of our podcast. Okay.
I just wanted to see who you were looking at.
Like, it was abundantly clear, like 15 minutes into the first episode, that the third member is always going to be the chat.
Oh, shoot. Man, I feel sorry for the guests we bring on. And at that point, they're like the what? The 100th member or 100th person?
I mean, the chat is like one hive mind.
Oh, so they count as one person.
Yeah.
So screw you, guests. You're behind the chat.
I wonder if we should have like a dedicated person who like speaks for the hive mind.
That might be a bad idea.
Why?
Well, then we have to watch them fight over what to say.
No, I mean, you just read the highlights.
I'll get to it eventually, I promise.
All right.
Next 2 weeks, we're kind of going to be off. Next week is Halloween. I'll be in Houston, so no show. And then the week after that is Alex's charity stream. So we're really not probably going to have a show that week either. So I think if we need to come up with a name, that way when we come back, we got something to start with.
Okay. We're not counting the charity stream as a stream?
Well, no, because that's more Alex's things, and I don't feel like I don't want to take over his stuff.
All right.
But I mean, if we do a show in the middle of his stream, I mean, what we could just drag the computer over to his place. Are we bringing all the
equipment?
He's still trying to get his stuff worked out. I'll know more probably by next week as far as what he's doing exactly.
Okay.
But I mean, if we show up with a computer and a monitor and a mic stand and whatnot, I mean, we'll just say there, it's there to help if he needs it.
Okay.
And then 3 o'clock rolls around and start streaming his own stream.
What games would you want to play?
Oh, fuck. I haven't played games in ages. I mean, I'm more of like the silly, like Nintendo style games, just simple crap.
That's fine.
So I mean, like
Limbo.
I was thinking
Nintendo enough.
Well, I mean, I was thinking more like your Mario Party, like your party games, I guess you could say.
I don't like Mario Party. I felt like it was patronizing.
Why?
I don't know. It's like, spin the thing and let's play the shell game.
Oh God! The fuck did I just put in my mouth?
It's like a really mild red wine. Too vinegary? What?
Yeah, thank you. I was wondering what I was smelling. It's got that little bit of a hint to it.
I was like hunting through HuffPost for things to chat about.
God, because well, at least it isn't BuzzFeed, I guess.
I found what I can only call the human didgeridoos. They're like kind of spooky.
Okay, for those that can't see, for audio listeners, it's 4 men standing in front of podiums.
It's a montage of like a bunch of different choirs of didgeridoo people.
Is that what you call it?
The power of the Russian octavist. They're super spooky, and I thought that would be fitting for our Halloween podcast.
Yeah, for us to think about as we sleep tonight. Just 4 men standing over you making these noises as you try to sleep.
I haven't had nightmares in a long time. Do you like still?
Oh fuck, dude! Almost every night.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's intense.
No, there's one of the reasons why I do not get a good night's sleep.
Are you willing to like tell me about your nightmares?
All right, I can give you a short glimpse. Last week, of course, we were talking about planes. So, needless to say, I had a dream about, of course, a plane crash. So that's always great. Me on a plane crashing. Won't go into details on that one. And the other one I had was, oddly enough, about nuclear bombs going off for some weird ass reason. I don't know what I read, but that was a thing. But yeah, I mean, I still have nightmares. I mean, weather related. God damn it. Yes, I would say a travesty for now you gotta make me do it. Hold on.
I don't know what he's doing.
We still got something from last week.
You're drinking week-old tea? Oh my god.
Well, it probably still tastes better than whatever the hell this is.
I really like week-old tea.
But no, I definitely still have nightmares. There's always this reoccurring one I have, and the sad part is I usually don't remember what it is until it happens. But I know it's been a dream that I've had like since I was a kid. It's definitely some kind of futuristic setting. That's all I can remember in particular. But yeah, almost every night, still got to deal with it.
That's intense. I haven't had like proper nightmares in a long time. What I'm starting to think is that like my survival instinct is like next to none, right? Because even the times that I do have what would be nightmares, like it really quickly devolves. Like I fall off the Grand Canyon and I'm falling. I'm like, oh shit, everything sucks.
Yeah.
And then I notice I'm in a wheelchair.
As you're falling, or is this after falling?
No, I like find a wheelchair while I'm falling,
all right.
And then all of a sudden I'm paraplegic, and I said, "Well, this just sucks extra. I'm fine with this now."
Yeah.
Or like if there's a monster chasing me, like I'll run for like 5 minutes, but after a while it's like, you know what, you win, creature from the Black Lagoon.
I was actually thinking the monster from what Wild Things are. I don't know why.
I have black and white nightmares about the creature from the Black Lagoon. But he always wins, and I always give up.
Yeah.
So I think in the zombie apocalypse, I would not be anyone's friend. I would be a zombie, in fact, pretty quickly.
No, I'm with you on that. But, yeah, that's the thing that happens.
Don't look to me when you need saving. Because creature from the Black Lagoon is going to get your ass.
You know, and the sad part is my dad, he is a historic reenactor for like Texas history events.
Okay.
So, he's got tons of these like, survival skills because, he goes out in the woods and has next to nothing. Didn't learn shit from the many years that he took us camping. And I mean, we went camping. We were taking so here's the worst part. Texas Independence Day is March 2nd. Okay. My birthday is March 5th.
Does Texas still celebrate that?
Yeah, but
they're not independent.
No.
Sorry, Tex.
In fact, actually, it used to be that people got the day off. It used to be a state holiday. Not anymore. It's like, fuck that shit. So, schools just get off and anything like that. But no. So, I mean, it's still observed, you could say, through events and things like that.
Okay.
But, so, like I said, it's on the 2nd, birthday's on the 5th. So that meant having to go camping every birthday up to Washington or the Brazos to go do the reenacting stuff.
Okay.
So, you'd think that every year having to do this, you would pick up something from these trips.
I mean, I'm sure you have, to some extent. No?
I don't remember shit. I mean, I remember that flint and a little bit of some leaves and whatnot, and then if you got a striker, you could probably start a fire, but that's about it.
I didn't even know that much. I just assume if you just bang rocks over and over.
Yeah.
Eventually Smokey the Bear comes by and says, no!
Holy shit, could you imagine if that was actually a thing that happened? Every time you start a fire in the woods, here's this fucking bear out of nowhere telling you.
A bear with a hat?
Yeah.
Just like getting all up in your business. The fuck, man? Just trying to get some s'mores.
Well, if you're doing that, then Yogi would show up instead and take your picnic basket.
Oh, Yogi. He was just hungry. So misunderstood.
don't trust bears. I think that's the moral of the story here. You got bears who steal your food and bears who tell you to stop making fires. What else do they do?
Is this the Harry gay bashing
No,
podcast now?
God. Why'd you have to go that way? Why?
I don't know. Oh, moving in with a gay guy.
Getting a roommate?
Yeah. He's one of my best friends, actually.
Weirder than I thought.
I've been friends with him since high school. Well, actually, no, he hated me in high school.
Oh.
I won him over later.
Okay. This is his revenge. Now he just hates you in person for the next 6 months. No,
we're tight.
That's cool. So, what's just studio just not doing it for you?
No, I hate it. And it's kind of unfortunate because it was so awful and terrible that there's like this rubber band effect where now I'm going to be spending the same amount of money with a roommate for only a tiny bit more space.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like a mid-level high-rise.
Oh,
like
wow.
Granite countertops.
Yeah. So it'll be nicer in that sense. So
it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
So like there's
2 bath or 1 bath though?
2 bed, 2 bath.
Nice.
And it's got like a very fancy bath, like when you go to a 4-star hotel, it's got like a big fucking thing.
Yeah. Dude.
I'm gonna reinvent myself with bubble baths.
With the candles as well.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Why?
Dude, do you live with ducks?
No, I don't.
I heard wah, and then maybe it's Wobbuffet.
And then music.
I'm okay with music.
All right.
This is more HuffPost. This is what humanity might look like in 1,000 years.
Oh, fucking A. Are you sure you're not reading BuzzFeed?
I mean, HuffPost is not like the quintessential reading.
All right, so here's what we got. So of course I'll see HuffPost science. I question the science behind this.
Like what pulled me in though was this like clickbait picture that they had.
Yeah.
Of like a robot cyborg man with a Polaroid camera built into his face.
I'm expecting an actual Polaroid camera. It's got the little slit where the film comes out.
And I mean not like a phone camera that was like kind of small and had a little lens, but
so we're like actually talking
a big square coming out of his head. Oh, now it won't load.
Is this the lazy shit that gets away as articles nowadays?
So then you can see their development through time.
Okay, so we got a couple of frumpy looking people.
Their eyes get bigger and they get tanner.
Hold on.
That's what the future has in store for us.
Someone just got a hold of Kai's power goo. That's all this is. It's like, ooh, look. No, it's a fucking iPhone app. Those shitty ass iPhone apps where you can make yourself look like an alien or whatever. This is all that shit is. And that shit got clicks. That got clicks.
Oh yeah, it got at least one. Well, clearly we're both on the same page that this sounds like horse shit. But it got me thinking, what has humanity as a whole beaten evolution?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't have to kill shit to eat and to, like...
No, we got other people do that.
Best a woman.
God damn it.
Like, the Darwinism of it all seems to have gone down the tank.
I mean, I think I see different that's happening is a lot of this shit won't even be necessary because it's all...
Wait, which parts won't be necessary?
All right, let's
No more ears?
Well, how about the whole fucking body? It'll probably just be replaced with a whole bunch of, robotic bull crap. Because, this stuff is broken. This stuff breaks down too easily all the time.
What? Thumbs rock, dude.
Well, I'm not saying that they're...
See what I did there?
Yes. Very well done. We gotta... See, this is... Okay. This is the sucky part. Is that... Sorry, I got distracted by the chat, so now I got sidetracked. let me just go back to the original thought. So, but yeah, I mean, come on. Or I already got a cut from God knows what. What the hell do I have this cut from? There's no need for this to happen.
I mean, but like, if you were all clunky and you had to go get a glass of water.
So you think that'd be our downfall? Is that we're susceptible to water?
I mean, some upgrades are not worth the hassle. Like, I played Halo 2 and Halo 3 for ages because the mechanic was just amazing. Everything was fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Every little nook and cranny was like a piece of the environment that you could interact with and around. And that's how people like did all these super jumps and I jumped on top of the level, sniping camper whore. But then they moved on to things like Gears of War and Halo 4, and everything got clunkier, and I didn't have the same kind of finesse, and I fell out of it entirely. And that is a metaphor for robotics. Graphics.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Now, when you say everything went clunky, in my vision, instead of it being about what we're talking about, now I'm envisioning graphics from like the PlayStation 1 era of 3D games where everything was blocky in.
So the graphics always got better, but the mechanics got more limited.
And more transaction-y, too.
What's transaction-y?
You know, all the microtransactions where you gotta buy shit to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yes, 1,000 years, robots. Seriously, that's bullshit. That's what we get. Well, the whole, fucking article you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid. Now, I just realized if that's how people make money nowadays, shit, that's easy crap. We could do that. Just say, hey, here's how we're going to look like in a bazillion years, and you just make their ears bigger.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a big market in catering to people's willingness to not do anything.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to go a step further than your robot people.
All right.
Did you ever read Isaac Asimov's The Last Question? We're going to get, like, real high class
Yeah,
stuff
I know,
now.
right. Well, one, you assume I read books. Now, do you see a book in here anywhere?
I mean, it's a short story. I don't have any books in my apartment either. It's a short story. You could read it in, like, 10 minutes.
It's too long.
Basically, it's like once upon a time, there was a guy and he made the first computer in like the 70s or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he programmed it and he asked the computer, what's the meaning of life? And it said, I don't know.
Fair enough.
20 years later, computers get upgrades. Mm-hmm. Someone asked the question, the computer says, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut to like 3,000 years in the future. Human beings no longer need bodies. They're just a neural net of information and will.
Yeah.
And it asks itself, what's the meaning of life? And then it says, let there be light. And then their Big Bang happens. So.
All right.
That was really abridged. But
yeah.
The idea being, if humanity can outrace entropy,
mm-hmm.
we could become God.
I don't know if that
didn't follow.
No,
doesn't make sense.
No, it's just like I don't know. Sometimes I think about okay, so at that point we're just like in a sense thoughts. I mean, we're not. I mean, there's no physical bodies or anything like that.
A cloud of will and consciousness.
Yeah.
That's how I would interpret like a Bible thumper's imagination of what God is.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird to just think about like no actual physical
mm-hmm.
being, it's just...
And I mean, we have that to some extent just from the internet, which is like already an amalgamation of everyone's thoughts and a way to connect all the time if someone wants. Go Gatawag. Well read. Like me. I mean, you're up unreasonably early all the time, though.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier today that you normally get up at 5.
Yeah, I actually slept in.
That's not people hour.
No, it's not like I actually like waking up at 5 in the morning.
What time do you go to bed?
Usually I try to be in bed by 9. This past week, I've been passing out at 7 and 8. It's ridiculous.
Like, you're not even staying up for Conan O'Brien at
I
that point.
I cannot tell you the last time I saw midnight. It's been a while.
At Midnight's a good show.
Well, didn't mean the show, but yes. But no, I mean, shit, man. I gotta be at work at 6:30 in the fucking morning. What do you want?
Got to wag Travis. Also, just FYI, there's about a 2.5 minute delay from chat to screen. What? Okay. Thanks.
Great. I don't know. Again, I'll play with that later.
I don't think there's any way to fix that. I think that's all just the elves and the computer.
You know, we're already a good half hour in this. And play with it tomorrow. I don't care.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm off. Oh, wait, I gotta go to Houston. Never mind.
Yeah. That was clever. I think... No, I don't. I should have, prepared something. Oh, I had those 2 things, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're expecting outside of, like I said, the only thing I've got as usual, what the hell is this damn thing called? Let's talk about, also, I know we hit on it a little. No, we're not. We hit on it a little bit last week, and I'd like to know more about these developments. Last week you had told me that we now have a manager.
Oh, yeah. I told him to call in so that he would just, tell us what to do. So that he could be the Charlie to our angels.
Yes. I guess there hasn't been a phone call yet.
Oh, you know what? They sell these ridiculous. They're called pop phones.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old timey handset.
Yeah.
But it plugs into a headphone
jack.
jack.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
I think we could get a really big red one of those. So that he could call us in the middle of the show and say, "You're doing terrible. Talk about pushing."
So what? Now I just imagine instead we've got a stage manager and there's a producer hiding in a room somewhere who calls the stage manager, and we just see a stage manager in the background picking up a phone and then yelling at us.
I mean, that could work.
It'd be way too many people.
We'll have our manager call Ellsworth. We'll just bust into the door right here. You guys, Morty, we gotta go back. Your kids are gonna be assholes.
Shit, I still need to watch the finale of the most recent season of Rick and Morty. Have to do that.
I was doing Back to the Future.
Yeah, I know, but you said Morty is why, which made me think of, of course, what it's all based on, right?
Yeah. That show is grand. Fucking grand.
Back to the manager.
Okay.
So, it's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
What has he been telling you since last week?
Get her name.
Right, and that's, yes, we know that.
That's
we
already
know
been
that
on the top of our list. He's saying we should specialize in something.
Not gonna happen. Move on.
So that we can try and garner and cater to an audience with a set of interests.
All right, so let's back up for a second. But you already mentioned
Let's talk about pets, baby. Sorry, chat. Go on.
Yes. You'd mentioned last week, or when we first started it, that we already had a built-in audience.
Mm-hmm.
Describe what you consider that audience to be then.
Ooh, tech-oriented, chuckle-loving bitches. I couldn't think of a third thing. Just thought it went well.
All right, cool. So there's your focus point.
They like comedy and tech.
There you go. Done. Tell them that. Moving on.
Okay. How about you make up a nickname for me? And then we'll see what goes well with that.
You're asking me to think of stuff. You're asking me to be creative.
You're smart.
You're hitting my very, very, very weak point. All right. I'm great at, and looking at information, trying to play with facts, and trying to make something out of that. 2 + 2 = 4. I can do that.
Do you remember Dozer from The Matrix? When he was just looking at the screen of all the ones and zeros? I don't even see the code anymore. I just see blonde, brunette, redhead. Just analyze my facts.
Great. It's great. So, no, trying to come up with a nickname for you?
Mhm.
You're not going to get one here within the next 5-10 minutes, okay?
Okay. Summarize me in 3 words. Oh, this is going to be great.
Oh, fuck.
It's going to be so insulting no matter what.
Oh, thank you for putting confidence in the words that may come out of my mouth. Okay. I'm trying to think of something that doesn't sound like so generic and like
That's fine.
date profile-y.
Date profiling?
Like, obviously, you got your basic nice, right? I mean, obviously, you're a good person. You mean well.
Am I nice?
As far as I can see.
Okay.
You do mean well. How's that?
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one.
All right.
I mean well.
All right.
I knew it would be insulting no matter what
Wait,
you
hold
said.
on. Back up. Why is that insulting? Explain that to me.
Oh, mean well means their intentions are good, but it's still usually a travesty. Sorry.
You're right.
No, I'm good with it. I mean well.
Why are you doing that? Why can't I not words?
Well, just like pour out other descriptors and I'll shoot them down if they're not like overarching enough.
All right.
Like you can just start spitballing. You're white.
Well, yes. I mean, okay. That would go along with facts. Yes. I mean,
Right.
I could describe facts.
But that's super boring.
But
So
yeah,
we keep going.
exactly. What else? Well, you do. This is so stupid.
I'm giving you a softball right now.
I know. I am terrible at this. This is the reason I'm possibly. Never mind. I'm not going there. Okay. I mean, you are funny. All right. There is humor involved. Yes, that is true.
I mean well. I'm funny. Okay.
God damn it.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Did you ever watch Arrested Development?
Here and there.
Like, my goal in life is to be Lucille Bluth. That's all I ever want. I just want to be kind of buzzed all the time and making some funny ass comments.
Dude, I'm having a hard time with this. This is terrible.
Okay.
I'm not okay. So you've hit another weak point of mine, which is
Call the show. We mean well.
Sure, that's already taken. Fucking A. I do it like
wanna
only
hit you
one
hard,
sip. One fucking sip of this shit. Hold on, let me see what it tastes
I
like.
can't believe you didn't even comment when you were trying to describe me.
Fuck. No, I can't do that. Dude.
Like, this is my 4th glass.
Was I supposed to be counting? To me, that's always been your first. I'm not.
You're not a scientist.
I obviously have not paid attention, it seems. But, no, I mean, I'd rather listen to the negative comments so I know, okay, well, I'm screwing up there. That means I need to fix that.
I feel like I should cook on one of these shows. Can I just, bring food some weekend?
Oh, fuck.
Just, whip up some tacos?
Stir
fry?
I guess.
I cook them the same way.
You chop up your tacos?
No.
Oh.
The presentation's a little bit different.
Oh,
but,
okay.
The end result is heavily salted meat.
Oh, okay. You can't cook that shit in my place. No.
Oh, that's right. You said you have a sodium thing.
I can't do salt, man. I gotta watch that shit.
That sucks. Yeah, I use soy sauce instead of olive oil.
Here, let me invite you to my home, mess up my dishes so you can take your food with you.
It'll smell funny.
But no, I told you that. I actually did cook, stream cook once. So, stream cook, is that a thing? Cook stream?
Yeah. There's my Harto, she does My Drunk Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Boop, boop. She's funny. You're this little lesbian. All right, so this is
Think
my
we'll have something here.
lock screen. Rawr.
Right. More bears.
And
well, hello
different
there.
kind of rawr.
Would you like to describe for those who are listening on audio and could not see the picture?
No. It's a bear.
Okay, so we got a bear.
Oh, that didn't work
That's
as well
a
as
camera.
I hoped. Which way do I slide to unlock? Okay. Rawr.
Other way.
Still didn't look. Okay. This is going tragically.
No, this is great. Let's just show everyone your passcode while you're at it.
Good. Good. Nailed it. Fuck.
Just unlock the screen, then turn it, okay?
And then it's like a pretty chesty
put it in
woman.
front of my camera.
It's breasts. Yay! That's the one thing that this show needed. We should have a chick on the podcast.
Well, we've only had like 2 guests so far, so...
Who would we have? Other Sarah's super fun. She's super bubbly.
Yeah.
But she is like really into a new musical that is all the rage right now.
Okay. Called
Hamilton. Have you heard anything about this?
I know of the city in Ontario, but that's about it.
I think it's about the $10 bill guy.
Okay.
Hamilton musical. Listen to the original Broadway cast recording of Hamilton, an American musical.
So what's it about?
I mean, Alexander Hamilton.
Well, yes.
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of the forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished in squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of trading charter.
Is that just the description, or is that a song?
Oh no, these are lyrics from.
Okay, great. Because I'm snoozing over here already.
Oh, I thought you were like captured. It's like, oh man.
I mean, honestly, it's like a Seussical description of a person's life, which obituaries would be a lot more entertaining if they were sing-songy like this.
I mean, I was giving it a pretty flat read, but that's kind of the bounciness that all musicals will have. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen a musical?
Does Dr. Horrible count?
Yeah.
Then count that as a yes.
I've cried twice since I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
One was for Michael Clark Duncan dying in The Green Mile.
Okay.
That shit was sad. He had a little rat. The other time was at the end of Wicked the musical.
Okay. Wait. I'm going to have to guess that one probably ends with someone melting.
I'm not going to ruin it for you. So, yes. There's like the Frank Blue something. He had the book, and then that made the movie. Right. I think like 20 years later, someone wrote a book called Wicked, Story of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay.
And that was told from the Wicked Witch's perspective.
Yeah.
And how like she grew up and everyone was a dick to her because she was green and they were racist.
Oh, God.
But she was just like smart and better than everyone.
Yeah.
So they were all dumb fascists or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, this dumb bitch from Kansas like spilled a glass of water on her on an accident and she died, and that was the end of the book.
Yeah.
For the musical, they picked it up a little bit and like made it a little more chipper, and it was like, oh, it was just a trick, never mind,
wow.
But it was touching.
Okay.
And I cried. But yeah, I fucking love that show.
How many other movies could you change where the ending was really sad, but
To really happy?
to really happy?
I mean, let's pick a really sad movie. Gone with the Wind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Sorry, my mind went crazy ass dark for some reason.
She just stabs him.
No, my first movie. No, this is terrible. It's terrible, and I can't believe I'm going to say it. The first movie I thought, because I'm a horrible, horrible person, it seems, was Schindler's List.
Oh, and then you get a happy ending at the end?
Yes.
Okay. So, Liam Neeson is there, and he's like watching the train go out, and he's like, oh, my list wasn't long enough. And then his cell phone rings.
Cell phone. Because they had cell phones in the 40s, right?
And he says, I have a certain set of skills. And then there's a wolf or something.
Okay.
No, okay, so we're gonna do Gone with the Wind.
Okay.
I'm Rhett Butler.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Are we acting here?
Yeah.
No, because I've actually never watched Gone with the Wind.
Okay. I think you can get it from context. So I'm Rhett Butler. I say, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, and we're gonna break up, and I'm gonna be gone with the wind, literally.
You assume improv is my type of thing, but
That's
alright,
fine.
move on.
And then you are Scarlett O'Hare, I think. I watched this movie on fast forward. It was not a great movie. I mean, I'm sure it was a great
hours,
movie,
isn't it?
It's really fucking long.
Yeah.
It was like an hour and a half and an intermission of like 30 minutes because they said you need a break.
Yeah.
And then another hour and a half or 2 hours.
God.
So you're Scarlett O'Hare, and you're saying, "Oh, Rhett."
Dude, I'm not liking this already, but
and then you have to make it happy. So, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Wait, why are they breaking up again?
Because she's a cunt. She's like sleeping with other people.
How do you make this a happy ending then?
Like, that's the struggle.
I guess, well, fuck it, I'll go back to my sweet ass orgies. I mean, what?
Damn. You cold, Scarlett? Peace.
I'm sorry, who are we supposed to be? I mean, right. I guess your character is supposed to be the one who turns out happy in the end. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I misunderstood. I was, you don't understand the reference material.
Clark Gable, Rhett Butler. Is that right? But yes, I got it right. Next sad movie.
Okay. How do you make the opening to Up happier?
All right, so. She's like about to have a miscarriage when all of a sudden the bird from Rio just like drops off a baby.
No, you can't do that. It's two different franchises and two different companies. It just doesn't work.
Okay. Jesus.
Well, I mean, the simplest thing is that she just doesn't have a miscarriage. Everything turns out fine, and the movie's over within the 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. He's like sitting on his front stoop with his wife, and the fat kid walks by, and he walks out of screen again.
The end.
So now, let's make a really happy movie really shitty.
Oh, God.
Okay, so the never-ending story. The kid, he's on. Did you watch the never-ending story?
Yeah, we already know how this ends. He falls off a Falcor, end of story. He's dead.
Oh, shit. That was Whoops. Oh, man. When he was like tugging on that dead-ass horse in the mud. That like ripped up my insides as a child.
And that's how you make that scene happier. Horse was never dead at all. He was just taking a nap in the mud. And he wakes up and everything's fine.
Taking a nap in the mud. I had a cat do that. He was fucking dead.
Taking a nap. A very long, muddy nap.
I said that like on accident yesterday. I was just like chatting idly with someone and I said, I don't want to go to sleep forever. And I thought about that and I was like, oh, I guess I want to die.
This is terrible.
Why?
Because it's just, I don't know, just at some point you just think it's just really terrible shit. So it's terrible.
Our show is terrible? Or
No,
like
no, the situation. Yeah, just the thoughts.
I think our show is incredible. Like I keep saying it every time I watch our show after the fact. I'm like, God damn it, I'm a funny motherfucker. Which, like, it sounds like the worst thing to say ever, but there is no one who can cater comedy to my taste better than me.
Well, you would hope so. I think we're at a stopping point. I think we hit an hour.
Did we?
I believe so.
Okay,
so here's the thing. You know, we went through the whole show. We still need a name. We have no name.
Fuck.
Yes.
Falcor's Folly.
But then people will think we're a never-ending story podcast, which I'm not too sure how long that can actually last.
I mean, when we were like really going to the after show, it's kind of like the never-ending story.
Sometimes there are good days like that. Yes, there are.
Rhett Butler and the Give a Damn.
We'll work on that. I guess we'll work on that after. We probably wrap it up so you don't have to worry about editing a long-ass show as usual.
Okay. Yeah, the show's gone. You're done.
Yes. Is there anything? Okay, so like I said, next week, no show because, hey, I'm going to be in Houston. Week after that, we may be doing a charity thing.
But there will still be like something. It'll probably just be 24 times as long.
Yeah. Great. So we'll see.
And not on our channel.
Yes, it'll be somewhere else. All right. We'll tweet, Facebook those things later. All right.
Okay.
Show's over. Bye, people.